Hi FIGS, my name is Kavisha Abeyaseker and I'm going to become a physician assistant. I currently am a second-year physician assistant student at Dominican University of California and will be graduating in December 2020. So my introduction to healthcare was an interesting one. I was born in Sri Lanka, and when I was about 8 years old, I contracted dengue fever. We thought it was malaria, no one really knew, but I had to be in a hospital for about 2 to 3 weeks, and this hospital was so far away from my family, so I didn't really get to be with my family, and I was all alone. Next to me, I developed a bunch of friends who were also undergoing the same kind of symptomology as I was, but unfortunately they did not make it. This made me realize that healthcare in a third world country is not the best and that I wanted to change it. Fast forward a couple years later, my mom got a full visa to take all of us to America with her, and she was at the time the only one working, so our family of 4 really struggled financially. I decided to move to San Francisco to attend university. I graduated with a bachelor's of science in biochemistry. While I was in college, I had to work a lot to financially support living in San Francisco. So I was a nanny for a little bit, then I was a secretary for the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry in my school, and I also worked in the stockroom as a technician, and I also worked as a respite care aide to a boy who had autism. Working with him really made me interested in helping people and knowing that I could make an impact by just being there, and it was so fulfilling to see this little boy improve in his cognitive skills, his social skills, just by me being a respite aide. I saved up a little bit of money so I could buy a car, and I decided to start volunteering. I volunteered at Maxine Hall Health Center in San Francisco, which serves low-income households and also patients who really couldn't afford to their medications, and I was there to kind of navigate their medications with them, navigate patient education with them, and also host weekly walk groups where I got to take my patients on a walk with me and kind of talk about everything that they want to talk about while also getting exercise. This was very rewarding for me, and it made me realize that a simple act of just being there for my patients means the world to them. I then graduated from college and I moved back home to Los Angeles, where I became a medical scribe and scribe trainer for about 2.5 years. I worked in 3 different busy emergency departments in 3 different hospitals, and I was introduced to PAs, and I got to really see what PAs do. I fell in love with the fact that PAs have the lateral mobility to switch different specialties. PAs spend a little bit more time with their patients, and just the scope of practice that PAs have. So in 5, 10, 15 years from now, what I'd like to do is graduate from PA school, work in the emergency department, and down the line, I'd like to open a nonprofit clinic in Sri Lanka that helps with vaccines and with just proper care, antibiotics, and treatment for patients who do not have a close-by hospital that they can go to in case something happens. What motivates me to keep going is my family. They have been by my side through everything, and they're my biggest motivators. One of my favorite quotes is, you could be the prettiest, most juiciest peach, and you'll meet someone who hates peaches. And this quote is very important to me because it makes me realize that you don't have to be perfect. And even if you are very confident and good at your career, there's going to be people who don't like what you do, and that's okay. It should make you want to keep going. All right, thank you.